Welcome to New Minds Learning Center. My name is Beryl Mohammed. My students call me Miss Beryl. And if you're struggling with math, you have come to the right place. This channel is all about how-to math videos, tips, and easy solving methods. So if you want to know how we're making math easy, keep watching.
It's like every day.
If it's your first time here, welcome to the class. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back. This math video that you're about to see right now is about volume. So it's a volume word problem question. And you would have to read this one really carefully. It has certain areas in it that might confuse you. But when you take your time and break it down, you'll be fine. Take a look at this. So today I am doing a word problem concerning volume. So let's take a look at this problem. So I'm going to read it so that we can get all the gist from the very beginning. So Martin is using unit cubes to build a tower in the shape of a right rectangular prism. A description of the tower is listed below. Okay, so here's our description. So the bottom layer is made of 16 unit cubes, and the bottom layer is in the shape of a square prism. And then the third one is 9 more equal layers of unit cubes are added on top of the bottom layer. Question is asking us, what is the total volume in cubic units of the completed tower? Okay, so there's quite a bit of information here that we need to break down for a few minutes. So the bottom layer is made of unit cubes, 16 unit cubes. So we have cubes, so you know you got this square shape because it actually told us here in the second bullet point that it's a square prism. And then, so if the bottom layer is made of 16 unit cubes, so you know a square then, right, has all the sides, that's the same length. So if it's 16, that means the length and the width must be the same. So what is going to give us 16? Two numbers that's multiplied by itself, two of the same numbers, right? So what's that going to give us? That's going to give us 4, right? So 4 times 4 is going to give us this 16 unit cubes. Then it says the bottom layer is in the shape of a square prism. So that bottom layer is the first layer, right? So we're going to put a 1 there. That's to remind us that that's the first layer. And then 9 more equal layers of unit cubes are added on top. So it's like being piled up, right? So if it's 9 more, let's circle that there. So then these two, well, okay. It's a bit of a weird shape there, but you know what I'm doing. I'm combining the second and the third bullet point to say that this 9 plus the bottom layer gives us a total of 10 layers, right? So you have to kind of visualize it while you're doing it. So with the work, so volume, because it wants volume, we have to remember what volume is. So volume is, what's the formula for that? It's 3-dimensional. So it's length times width times height, right? So because we have length times width times height, we already have all our information here that we've put before, right? So we got 4 times 4, right? Which would be length times width. And then we have the layers, which is the height, which combined the second and the third bullet point to equal 10, right? So that's what we got so far. 4 times 4 then is going to give us the 16, which we set up here, and then times that 10, right? So anytime you have something multiplied by 10, you just add a 0 on the end of it. That's the trick of tens, hundreds, and thousands, right? So 16 times 10 is going to be 160 cubic units. And that, my friend, is how you do a volume word problem like this. Any questions, please ask below. If you have another strategy, please share, and I will see you next time. All right, come on, let's be honest. That question was a little bit wordy in the beginning, but to be quite honest, you would have to know your volume and what to do for volume that is 3-dimensional, length times width times height, to be able to work that out. But if I'm to say something, I could say that the first and the second bullet point was a little bit confusing though. I mean, you know, they're saying the bottom layer is, sorry, I'm just looking at the paper that I have there, just to remember the parts of the question. They said that the bottom layer is made of 16 cubic units, and then the bottom layer again for the second bullet point, they said, is in the shape of a square prism. Now remember back in the days when you did your math test and it didn't provide the formulas, and you had to remember what the formula was. You had to remember the formula for area. You had to remember what perimeter was. You had to remember the formula for volume. So even though now what they do provide the formulas, but even so, you still have to know what to do with that volume, right? So then what I like to do, I like to just get straight to the point. No messing about. Just go straight to the point, get the math question done, you know, get the solution done. This new math now, they have so many different layers to it that it does confuse. But this is what this channel is all about. I just like to get straight to the point with the videos. So with the 16, you would have to know that if it's a square, that the length and width of the square is the same. And then you'd carry on from there. So if you need to, you can rewind it and you can look at it again. But these type of questions do come up often, and I will be dealing with these type of questions. And these are common core questions that are in the tests for elementary and middle school children. So your homework assignment, my friends, is to comment, like, give me a big thumbs up, and please press that red subscribe button so you will know every single time I upload, and the notification bell, I forgot to mention. Also hit that notification bell, and when you hit that bell, that would let you know the next time I upload, which is every Wednesday. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in another math video. Class dismissed.